Paris is not the most like romantic city.
It's not. No, at all. They're like it's
dirty.
worse than New York.
It's
like,
dirty.
It's graffiti everywhere.
Apparently it stinks too.
Yeah, like it's just really a lot. Like if I really want to go to Paris, go to the catacombs, bro.
Yeah.
Like they got this little place down underneath Paris.
Yeah.
Dead bodies and skulls.
We've all seen the dreamy pictures, a couple kissing by the Eiffel Tower, wine glasses clinking in candlelit cafes, and cobbled streets glowing under vintage lamplight. But what if I told you Paris isn't exactly the romantic wonderland it's painted to be? No hate, no shade, just real talk. Because sometimes beneath the fairy tale facade lies a truth most tourists only discover after they've booked the trip. Let's unpack why the city of love may not be as romantic as you've been led to believe.
I hate it here. Okay, if you've traveled to Paris, you probably know exactly what that girl is talking about. I've been to Paris a couple times, and it is one of my least favorite places to go. The only reason I go there is because it has really cheap flights from America. And I don't mean any offense to any French people living there or anybody who loves Paris. I'm just telling you what I saw when I was there. First of all, it's super dirty. Like, there's trash everywhere. Second of all, it's kind of dangerous. Like, there's sketch people everywhere also, and there's a lot of pickpockets, and like, I have a lot of people that have gotten robbed in Paris in broad daylight. Number 3, the people are just mean, and like, I know like stereotype that French people really don't like Americans, but there it's like extra hard. Workers are always on strike, so trains don't go on the right schedules. It's hard to get around. Trash piles up.
Paris is disgusting, it's smelly, it's overrated. That is what I hear people say sometimes, but yet I've gone back there 3 times. And yes, I love it. It is one of my favorite cities. However, it is not a perfect city. So I'm gonna share the things that I don't like about Paris. Number 1 is the cigarette smoke. I will say I kind of have gotten used to it because I've gone there 3 times, and I've also spent extended periods of time traveling throughout Europe, and I feel like a lot of people in a lot of European cities do smoke cigarettes, but I don't love it. I think the smell of cigarettes is gross. Number 2, it's not the cleanest European city that I've been to, but I'm also not really too fazed by it because I was born and raised in New York City and I still live here. And if you want to talk about dirty, New York City is dirty. So I think the scale of dirtiness in Paris is nothing compared to what I've seen in New York, but it is a little dirtier than other European cities that I've been to. But I think it just comes with being a big major city. Number 3 is that not everywhere has air conditioning in the summer. The first time I went, it was in the summertime, and I stayed in an Airbnb, and it was really, really hot, and I thought there was going to be AC there, and I learned the hard way that there wasn't. There was just a fan. I do think some hotels have air conditioning, but not all. Number 4 is the catcalling. So I've traveled to around 35 cities in Europe, and the 2 cities where I experienced bad catcalling were Paris and Rome. In Paris, I was just shocked. The catcalling was a bit much, like comparable to the gross catcalling here in New York City. Number 5 is the pickpocketing. It is such a big issue in Paris, as it is in a lot of European cities, but it's ridiculous. Like, as much as I love the city, it can be mentally exhausting having to stay on guard like times 10 because of the pickpocketing. So I really don't love that.
Paris is a shithole.
Yeah, it's not.
No, there's no other way to put it. It's actually, I would say, the worst city. And
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I've said it so many times, is I hate Paris, but I had to go there for this Champions League final. Otherwise, I have no reason to go there. But honestly, it just confirmed, and I'm sorry, if there are people from Paris listening here, I'm sorry, but it is the worst city. I've never felt so unsafe in a city, and it is a shithole. People are rude. It was a terrible experience. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's what's that thing called? Summit syndrome? Is it Paris syndrome? Or
yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
that's what
Paris
it's called.
syndrome.
Yeah, where people from Japan go over there expecting it to be like Eiffel Tower, beautiful, all this, and then they come back depressed because it's not what it lives up to.
Yeah, and no, that's a natural thing. There's a helpline for it.
Yeah, you can Google it.
Google Paris syndrome.
Type it in.
They romanticize it. They see it in so many films. It looks amazing, and when they get there, it is the complete opposite of what what they had imagined.
Whoa.
That because what happens is a lot of these people, they save up all their money.
Yep.
And they spend it to go to Paris because they have that vision of like, this is the place to go. So they've saved up all this money. They get there and it's the total opposite. And then I believe I read that they start thinking, is that what the rest of the world is like? Have I been lied to? What's the point in the rest of the world if it's all just shit? Blah blah blah. So they like you said, they essentially get depressed.
Yeah,
How crazy is that?
That is nuts. It has said, so the exact definition: sense of disappointment exhibited by some individuals when visiting Paris who feel that the city was not what they had expected. The the French embassy set up a 24-hour hotline to deal with people who had experienced it.
Wow, so the embassy has gone,
So they know their shit.
Yeah, our country is just not it. So we'll set up this hotline to help people
I
realize
mean,
that.
I wonder what happens with.
Yeah, so Paris, the city where romance supposedly lives in every breath, every bite of a croissant, and every stroll along the Seine. But once you touch down and the very Instagram filters fade, you start to realize things aren't quite as picture perfect as they seem. Let's start with the expectations versus reality gap. Movies and travel blogs have sold us a polished, airbrushed version of Paris. But the truth is, daily passion life can feel rushed, intense, and dare I say it, a little cold. Not the cozy kind of cold that calls for cuddles, but the kind that leaves you questioning the fantasy. The architecture is breathtaking, and no doubt, but walk 2 blocks from the tourist zones and you'll be greeted with graffiti-covered walls, pile of trash during strikes, and a pace of life that feels more survival than seduction. And let's talk about people's energy. Paris isn't rude per se. It's just indifferent. The city is buzzing with commuters, stressed students, and busy workers who aren't looking to make eye contact, let alone fall in love on the metro. The romantic idea of casually bumping into someone who sparks your soul isn't rare. And if it does happen, chances are they're also a tourist. Then comes the cost of everything. Candlelit dinners and scenic rooftops exist, yes. That's for sure. But they come with a price tag that could leave your wallet in tears. Romance in Paris can be expensive, and many visitors find themselves sacrificing genuine connection for the overpriced aesthetics. And the illusion of luxury often replaces authentic intimacy. And for those who come to the escape or rekindle something, the pressure to make the trip magical can ironically lead to disappointment. And many couples report tension during the Paris trip because reality doesn't meet the fantasy. Long queues at tourist attractions, language barriers, and a fast-paced environment don't always scream slow, dreamy love affair. Also, the weather plays a role. Much of the year, Paris is overcast, drizzly, or flat-out grey. It can be a vibe, yes, but if you're chasing sunshine-drenched fairy tales, you might find your romantic getaway looking more like a foggy hustle. And now, don't get it twisted. Paris has beauty, history, and a charm. But romance? That's something you bring with you. It's not built into the bricks or guaranteed by the skyline. The idea that Paris will fix your love life, complete your story, or offer spontaneous enchantment, that's a carefully marketed theme. And the truth is, romance isn't tied to a location. It's found in the way you connect, in how present you are, and in the moments you create, not the landmarks you pose in front of. So while Paris may sparkle in travel brochures, just know the real romance isn't about where you go. It's about how you feel. Paris might not be as romantic as you thought, but maybe it doesn't have to be.